my secrets video, and on it I had some things about anorexia and self-harm. I've recently completely stopped. I haven't been doing it for about 3 months now, and trust me, it is not easy to quit. Um, People are asking me how I quit, how long did it take me, and what did I do, and things like that. I was in ballet for a really long time, and it was very hard for me because all the ballet dancers are very, very skinny, and I had a lot of trouble staying tiny. Um, and it was very hard for me, and so one thing I did was I became anemic. I mean, not anemic, bulimic. And it was very, very hard. I started getting really, really sick after I started having like stomach ulcers and sores in my throat, and it was very, very bad. And I would not suggest it to anyone. It's very, very, very unhealthy. And you're beautiful the way you are. I don't under. That's one thing I have understood is um, you're so pretty as yourself, and you need to understand that, and you have to realize that before you can move on and try to conquer this disease. Um, One thing it really helped me to quit was to start eating healthy. If you start eating healthy, you don't feel as bad as if you just start gorging yourself, and then it makes you feel bad because you've eaten so much. So if you just start eating really, really healthy and going slow and working your way up, and maybe once a week have like a candy bar and just treat yourself until you can get back on track to a regular healthy diet for yourself. It's not easy, and you're gonna want to do it, and I understand that, but everything is, you're gonna have to be accountable for yourself. um, the next thing is self-harm. Self-harm is very, very, very addicting, and it's not much addicting, it's a habit. Just like smoking is, they've all said it's not really an addiction, it's a habit. It took me about 2 years to quit completely. um, it's very hard. One thing I have done, people ask me what else I do to stop, and I personally have done writing. Writing has been very, 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 very helpful for me. And everybody thinks it's so hard just to break down and just cry. And I know it sounds stupid and makes you feel really embarrassing, but it helps. Crying does help. It's not bad to cry and let it out. Um, but writing is very, very good. You can even burn it, write it, and flush it down the toilet. It doesn't matter. This is for you, and if it helps you for someone else to read it so they can understand you, if you think you can't talk about it but you want to write it down and show somebody and be like, look at what I've written about, that can also help a lot too. I wouldn't suggest letting anybody read your very, very, very personal things. Um, Sometimes someone might get mad at you and hold that against you. It's just not a very good idea. Um, so writing has been one of mine. Take up, if you like to run, running has cleared my head a lot. If I get very, very upset and I can't stop crying, I go for a jog. Walking. If you don't want to run and you don't want to jog, I know I'm lazy too. Go jog, go run, walk. Go put on headphones and just walk. Be safe. Don't go walk the streets at night. Be safe about it, but listening to music usually helps. But I'd still suggest writing because it really does help. You tend to slow your thoughts down and get it on paper, and you can actually understand it. That's another thing. Um, People have also been asking me um, how to see yourself in the mirror without, you know, feeling like you're hideous. That's a personal goal. Um, the way you perceive yourself, I can't tell you to look in the mirror and see yourself as someone else. But I can tell you that, everybody is different. No one is perfect. So that does kind of help. Um, your self-worth has to come from you. And I'm not trying to pull any Dr. Phil things on here, just questions I'm answering. Um, this is something that you're going to have to take in personally and ask yourself why you feel this way. And if it's you don't feel skinny enough, or um, you don't like your hair, your makeup, um, I would say change it to a healthy way. Um, if you don't like the way your hair is, do something different. It's not that hard just to go get it cut and style it. That's just easy. But remember, this isn't some of these things that you think, you know, I don't like my hair. You think maybe going changing it will fix it. Well, it may not always work because you're so insecure that changing your hair and your makeup and you're going running if you feel fat, that's not always going to help, because if you feel that way, you can't change that. You have to change the way you're mentally thinking, or you won't change the way you see yourself in the mirror. And I'm sorry if that doesn't make sense. You can message me and ask me. Um, I'm sorry if I couldn't answer all your questions exactly the way you're wanting me to answer them. If you have any more questions, you can message me, and you can subscribe here. If you like it, I'm so happy that you like it. Thank you so much for viewing this, and I hope you like it, and I hope I can answer your questions. Thank you.